As the firstborn, I am a natural historian, mentor, and observer of siblings as they develop and grow. And in the case of Alan, pass. Alan was 1 year younger than me. I admired his festiness, but watched when he got into trouble and the violent outcomes he endured. He was often surprised at the outcomes because he did not mean to be mean. He thought if he did not hurt anyone, then his action would be understood and even logical. The most graphic example was when Dad realized Alan was smoking, and the belt smoke spoke loudly. But Dad smoked for a long time. He looked cool, so in Alan's mind, smoking would not be that bad. It was not accepted that way. I think that the incident marked a seminal moment in his young life. Despite his bravery and endurance, he might have lost some confidence. Nevertheless, he persevered. Our first remembrance originated in Cocorit, 231 Western Main Road, to be exact. We lived across the road from the galvanized fence of the leper asylum, a place where victims in leprosy were housed before being shipped to Kerry, an island off the coast just miles from Venezuela. Auntie Sally administered to them as a district nurse. Next door on the east side was a small multi-generational Hindu family. Across the road lived next to China Doll, a Muslim family. These families had an impact on us all. They were civil and generous and contributed to our enjoyment as they shared Diwali treats and Suwain celebrated Eid. Eid al-Fitr was a major Islamic holiday that marks the end of Ramadan, the holy month of fasting in Islam. Hence, Alan's lack of hostility to other religions. To explain the obvious diversity in our household, when asked, Alan explained that we were half Indian and half Catholic. Therein, Alan shared the insights as only he could. In 1948, just 2 years after the end of the Second World War, Alan was born. It was a year Israel was made a state, and India 1 year after East and West Pakistan was was mandated by the British. It started the development of Alan's approach to things. He would help others when he could. Not 50 meters from our backyard was the sea, the Gulf of Paria. When the tide was out low, Alan and I would walk in the stones and pools of water where we would catch baby groupers. And moving further west, we would approach the mangrove swamp, a nursery for sea fish. We would enter the black mud and our legs will sink up to our knees. There we would catch sea crabs and a few oysters. Those were wonderful times. Unfortunately, that mangrove bush no longer exists as it was filled in for housing development. Alan and I regretted the loss of habitat. Mum was not working in his early years, and she did not drive or take a bus. This influenced Alan to duplicate Mum's situation the way he saw it. Alan attracted 2 worthy wives and mothers. His children have distinguished themselves in their own way. In this, we hold them up with great pride. For those who knew him, Alan lived one truth. Jesus said, I was hungry and you did not feed me. I was thirsty and you didn't give me drink. I was a stranger and you didn't harbor me. I was naked and you did not clothe me. Then the people replied, Lord, when did we ever see you hungry or thirsty, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, and did not help you? And Jesus answered, I will tell you the truth. When you refuse to help the least of these, my brothers and sisters, you were refusing to help me. And he continued, they will go away into eternal punishment, but the righteous will go into eternal life. By his acts to others, Alan deserves to go into eternal life. Rest in peace, Alan, in your new home.